Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Did you miss me? Because I missed you guys so much. In case you guys missed it, I was sick and I lost my voice, so I couldn't talk for a whole week. It drove me crazy, but I'm back with a new build and I want to wish you guys a happy new year. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into that, maybe consider subscribing to join our little AC family. I created a poll on my community tab last week asking you guys what you want to see for this upcoming video, which is today's video, and we are doing Bob's Yard, which is the Cheshire cat from Alice in Wonderland. I got Bob's amiibo card, so I had to kick out one of my villagers, which was super sad. I kicked out Mary. I absolutely love her so much, but I have her amiibo card, so I can get her back whenever I want, which is why I love having amiibo cards. I wanted to show you guys Bob's house. I did change his exterior and his interior to match the Cheshire cat's personality. I wanted his house to be all purple and pink, but the pink and purple wasn't working out, and so I ended up just having a black and purple house, which I ended up really loving. But anyways, let's get into this build because it's a little longer than my usual builds. A few videos ago, I created Tia's yard, and I will leave a link to that in the time cards on top if you're interested in seeing that. But I did put these castle towers and castle walls here, and behind here is where I'm going to create a pathway that will lead to Bob's house, which will be somewhere here. So let's go ahead and start the build. We're going to start where we left off with Tia's yard. I've been thinking about this build for a really long time since I started this island. I just didn't know how and where I wanted to put this build, but I knew that I wanted to surround his house with a lot of trees, but I just didn't know like what to do. And usually when I don't know what I want to do with a build, I just start working on it and hope that my brain can come up with certain things. So like for this build, I wanted to create a pathway, but a very small one, and then have it open up to his yard. If Animal Crossing allowed us to have the fall trees in the summertime, I would have definitely copied the movie for this build, but because they don't, I had to change it up a bit. So this build is really my take on where I think the Cheshire cat would live if he were to be in Animal Crossing. What you see on the right side is my museum. I also enclosed my museum, so I will leave a link to that video in the time cards on top in case you want to create one for yourself. Also, my little trick when it comes to creating an enclosed pathway is to place all of the items and trees first, and then once I like how it looks, I go back and start closing it up with the cliffs. It's just way easier than creating the cliffs and then adding the items, because you know how this game is once you try adding a tree near a cliff. Creating these enclosed pathways is a little hard because you could get a little carried away with creating straight cliffs, and having just straight cliffs does not look natural, at least for me. So you'll see me from time to time creating these curved edges to kind of add some texture to the cliffs, and of course I'm adding my vines to make them look even more natural. By the way, this island is set to the southern hemisphere. I am not located in the southern hemisphere. I just don't like playing the game when it's snowing. That's just me personally. I don't like the snow in this game because first of all, we have snow for like 3 months, which is crazy. It should only be a month. Like where I'm at, it literally only snows for a month and a half, and the snow clears out and it doesn't stay on the ground for 3 months like in the game. So that's not realistic at all. Plus all of the trees and bushes are dead, and I don't like seeing my plants like that. So yeah, I do love seeing other people's islands in the winter. I think they look so gorgeous on other people's islands, but when it comes to my island, it just looks so ugly. I don't know why. I do really want to create a Christmas Wonderland island. I've seen a lot of people do it and it looks so beautiful, and Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, so maybe in the future I'll probably create one. But as for me playing in the winter, you will never see me do. I think I only have one video on my channel where I was decorating in the winter time, and it was a beach build, and I was all like, yeah, I'm gonna decorate in the winter time, like the winter is not gonna stop me. Yeah, okay. I literally time traveled to the spring right after that build and started decorating. I couldn't even last 10 minutes. I think maybe if the time frame was shorter, I would probably play in the winter time, but 3 months, like that's a lot. Not me ranting about winter for like 5 minutes. Anyways, as you can see, my little build is coming along super nicely. I'm just building up the scenery to his house by adding some mushrooms and a bunch of flowers. I think next to his house, either on the left or the right side, I'm going to create the pansy flower scene. I might do it on the left side since that scene is before she meets the Cheshire cat. I found this windflower path design that I want to use so bad, so I might use it in the next build. And I think for his area, I'm going to create a staircase on the side so that when you come here, you're not locked in and have to go back the other way just to go around. So I think adding a staircase would be useful here. That way you can just go up the staircase and head over to the next area much faster. The greens tend to blend together, so in between the bushes and trees and the garden items, I'm adding pops of color behind it. I also was debating if I should add Bob's photo here on top of a log stool that I usually do for all of my villagers, but I decided to go with this Cheshire cutout board, and I'm just finishing off the right side by adding some more greenery and this cute decoy duck. But I had to remove everything that I did here because I realized after trying to place his house, all of the items were going to be removed and probably go to my recycling bin, which I didn't want to happen. So I took everything down and placed his house, and then I placed everything back, which is super annoying because the house didn't overlap with anything. So I don't know why the game decided to remove everything surrounding the house, but whatever. So technically I am finished with Bob's yard, but I didn't want to end the video there. I wanted to add some things on top of the cliffs so that when you're walking through, you're walking into a forest. It was just looking super plain without adding any trees or anything. So I was like, let me just take a few more minutes to add some stuff. I'm probably going to change things around in the future, but for the video, I wanted to add some things just so that you guys can see. This top part I didn't really finish all the way. I added the Mario mushroom, a tree, and a giant vine, but I left the other side empty and I didn't realize until the end. But I'll probably finish it in a small areas build that I like to do when I have a bunch of small areas. I like to create videos like that because I know you guys love them and you guys have told me how helpful those videos are, so that's why I like creating those videos. It makes me happy to know that I help you guys. Also, ignore all of my flowers on my beach. I have an embarrassing amount of flowers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use all of my flowers, but for now they're just chilling on my beach. So if you're wondering why I haven't done a beach build yet, that is why. If you need flowers, I am your girl. But anyways, look how nice it looks already. Just add a couple of more trees, some more mushrooms and flowers, and boom, you have yourself a nice looking little forest. Also, I think I'm going to do another poll. I love creating polls on my channel because it's so much fun seeing what you guys pick, and I low-key love seeing the choices fight with each other. So there's 3 builds that I have in mind that I really want to do. The first choice is the flower forest, that's what I'm calling it, where the pansies all sing with each other, and the other build is the Mad Hatter hat shop, and the last one is where Alice meets Absalom. So after this video, head over to my community tab so you can cast your vote on which build you would like to see next. I also have Chrissy and Francine's amiibos, so in a future video I'm going to create a double neighborhood with them, probably a double neighborhood forest, just to resemble the twins in the movie. I have so many ideas for these builds that I want to do them all, but I don't have the time. Behind Bob's house, which is what I'm working on right now, I did not plan it. I just created it out of nowhere. If you're new to my channel, I usually create my builds first, destroy them, and then record them. I've been doing that for a really long time, and that is the only method that works for me. If I don't do that, then I have hours and hours of footage to go through and no one has time for that. But it came out better than I expected. I did take like an hour on this side, which is why I forgot that I didn't finish the other side behind my museum. Also, when I realized that I forgot that side, I said it's staying like that. That's a future me problem. Finishing off with these Forest Good custom design, and we are done with the build. Here is how the entrance looks. I am super obsessed with this entrance. I am so glad that I found the Cheshire Cat's eyes and smile. It really does add that element. I think I might go back and add more signs. I might add some on the top. I didn't think about it while I was building, but now that I'm looking back, it would look nice if I added some more signs, maybe on the top cliff on the right. But overall, I love this entrance. Here is how Bob's yard looks. The top cliffs being decorated really makes this area look so much better. I am so obsessed with this area. I love it so much. It came out way better than I had in my mind. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. I will be uploading the Encanto house tour. I haven't done anything yet because I was recovering, but I will work on it and we'll upload it sometime next week. So have your post notifications on so you don't miss out on that video. Also, don't forget to head over to my community tab so that you can cast your votes on which build you would like to see in the next video. I love you all always. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!